Hi guys, welcome to another early access review. Today I'm taking a look at Industries of Titan. As many of you will know, I'm sure, Titan is Saturn's largest moon and is also a moon that has a very dense atmosphere. So I'd like to shout out the channel Astrum for that fact, or those sort of facts, because I've been watching a lot of that lately and it's a fascinating channel. So Industries of Titan is basically a management game set on Saturn's largest moon, and you set up a corporation there and have to undergo a number of different challenges to make it a success. It's very much a cyberpunk themed aesthetic and a really excellent game in my opinion so far. What I really want to touch upon initially is the roadmap. The complaint when this game first came out in early access was that there wasn't a huge amount to do, and I'd just like to say every month they have delivered. Update after update, you can see here everything they've previously done and everything they plan to add. So one of the things I'd like to see is added replayability, and I think that once they do that and add new corporation types, new maps, different things like that, then it has the genesis of an excellent game. I'm really enjoying it. There's a couple of definite highlights about the game and some areas where they can improve, and we'll touch upon those when we jump into my latest save. So I have played 2 playthroughs of this, one last month where I got quite far, and then I also played one this month with the new patch because the patch broke a few things from my last game. So I've got to play through from the beginning twice now. So here we are. Welcome to Industries of Titan. So let's call out the 2 things that are excellent about this game to start with. First being the aesthetics. It's an incredibly beautiful game. The aesthetic of cyberpunk runs throughout. The day and night cycles change. You have weather effects, lighting effects everywhere, and it really does give you that feel that you're in this industrial complex on the moon of Titan, which is really, really cool. So you can look inside my factory here. I have all of my power, my fuel fabricators all producing in my factory. We can go to floor 2, see that I've started a new factory to the north. On floor 2, I mean, not to the north. That wouldn't make sense. But yeah, this is basically my colony. I've just added some roads into it, which you have to plan really from the beginning, and that was actually a big update that came with the game. 3 main resources in the game: credits, minerals, and isotopes. And then you have the waste product, which is waste. Everything you do creates waste or pollution, and my solution is to store all this waste, but eventually I run out of space. So then I have things like smokestacks. They burn waste, but they produce pollution, which makes people unhappy. So in this game, you're constantly playing a battle between different elements. And when I left the game last night, one of those was to produce enough fuel and power. So currently, I am trying to transfer my energy to a new grid to build a new fuel turbine. So let's do that. Fuel is powered by zethane, so initially I would have had a bunch of fuel fabricators in my factories and they would pull from the air, but now zethane content in the air has gone down so much that I'm low on fuel. But even here we will see 13.75, 18.92. So let's build a new fuel turbine. The second really impressive point of this game is the music. I'm going to let that play out for a few moments here. So there we go guys, the music is exceptional, and I know in the future they plan to add this option here, which is a music player. So I think in itself, the soundtrack, you can sit here playing this game, planning your wonderful factory on Titan, and listen to some really great relaxing music at the same time. I love it. It's such a great aesthetic. It feels like Blade Runner, it feels like Cloudpunk. It's just really, really cool. I better not say cyberpunk, right? But hey, I'll get around to that game one day. I will play it one day. So what do you do? Basically, in essence, you're managing citizens, employees, your spaceship staff as well. So yes, let's just take a quick look here. I designed this ship. It's not the best ship, I have to say, and I might redesign some elements of it. But we do have lasers and an automated light shield with 3 guys on board. Or women, perhaps one of them's a woman, I have no idea. But anyway, you invite citizens down to your factory, and those citizens can do different things. They pretty much live in your colony on Titan, but they also can generate you money by watching ads all day long. So they generate money, which is used to unlock many of the different buildings in the game. You can then also take them to a conversion center. I think I have one in here. Wrong building. Let's go to my headquarters. I think I have one in here. No. This is how well I know my own city, guys. I know it's around here somewhere. Come on. There we go. Okay, so they take you to a conversion capsule, and for an artifact, they can be converted into an employee. So then you have more workers. You have to manage your workers in this game a huge amount. So you will have a number of jobs that need to be done in your city, and they will get allocated to that depending on where you put this. So if I want to move resources as my number 1, I can move that up. I can dedicate employees to that to make them actually do that as a dedicated job, or I can turn that off and I can move, say I want the cleanup to happen, I can put it at number 1. So you can manage things that way. As you can see, last night I was facing that fuel problem, which I have now more or less solved. And I will go to floor 2. We will put energy bridge here to transfer energy and a large generator. Stick that in there. Everything uses minerals and isotopes pretty much to build. And what you do is you process those. So you'll go into one of your factories. Not this one. Let's go again. I should really name all my factories. So here you have a processing center which inputs level 1 a resource and turns it into a level 2 resource. So basically that tier 1 resource was originally worth 1, but when you manufacture it, it turns to be worth 5. When you then process that to a tier 3, it's worth 25. So you can turn a resource that's worth 1 into a resource that's worth 25. That's how you keep your economy going. And that it's a really novel aspect of the game. And it makes it really, really interesting because you can manufacture resources into something more valuable. So that's what you're always doing. There's a huge amount of challenges in the game. Rebels attack. You're constantly fighting fuel and energy problems, employees, citizens, different things like that, trying to increase those and to get enough money in to make sure that you pay everybody's credits at the end of the month, or their wages. So at the moment I have quite a few citizens working on different jobs. You then go through with your credits and unlock different buildings. I've unlocked some of them here. But yeah, guys, look, it's a really, really interesting game. It still is a little bit early access in that it could do with some more content, some late game content in particular. But I really would recommend it. The graphics and the aesthetic with the sound on top of it make it worth it alone, in my opinion. I think that I sat here last night and I played this game for 6 hours straight, messing with different things, trying different combinations, making a load of mistakes, but none of them ever ruined my colony. I could always do something to improve it or make it better, looking at different processes, adding roads, building better systems, and making sure that my city worked correctly. So for me, once they add that late game replayability, this is a must buy. At the moment, I think if you're into a space type game or a cyberpunk type aesthetic, then it's a must buy. If you're a strategy fan or a city builder, I think it's definitely a purchase. If you're not into these type of games, I would hold off. Maybe wait till more is added and you can get a better sense for the game. But anyway, I really appreciate you watching today. This has been Industries of Titan. I've been Luke, and if you would like to subscribe, we would really appreciate it, as the channel is growing very fast and we're really enjoying everything that we do. So take a look at some of our other videos as well. More content to come, and we really look forward to more of this. Bye.